Warcraft, the beginning is full of special effects and motion pictures. Do you think that all this stuff hide your performance?
No, the opposite. Clears it up in the most haphazard manner.
You can see everything I do, down to the blinking. When I blink, Durotan blinks. It's excellent, excellent craft, motion capture. It captures every detail. You're doing it for a bunch of artists who create these beautiful characters, and without us they don't move. And to the point now, exactly as I said, I blink, Durotan blinked. That's how detailed it was.
Okay.
Are people in somewhere else rendering themselves as you do, so that we can play ourselves when we're younger? If you get a full body scan now,
a full facial scan now will be usable in the future.
Because that's how the technology's moved on, and I think you can see Toby's face in that character.
It all boils down to the family youth.
Family youth. I'm getting my face scanned immediately. You leave it, the less chance you have.
The acceptance of Garona is going very quick in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she so trustful?
I don't think she has a huge choice. I think she has to trust someone, and otherwise imminent death. And I think that the Queen has that beautiful moment with her, and I think that's the touching. And for the first time ever felt sort of love and compassion in that way, and she trusts it. I know what you're saying.
But also she lives on instinct. And when you live on instinct, you are very much aware of, look, it's not important if someone is trustworthy. If you trust yourself, when you see someone is untrustworthy, you'll know they're untrustworthy. And that's all it boils down to. Trust lies within yourself. People who don't trust people don't trust themselves. That's basically what it boils down to. She's lived on instinct as a slave in that situation. So, she's very trusting quickly because she feels like, what's the difference? You'll tell. When someone's untrustworthy, then you know.
Okay. What was your preparation to become this powerful orc? Especially the voice?
Yes. The voice I worked on because I wanted him to have a very even, earthy element to his voice. And I wanted it to be clear at this point when he's becoming a father that he's concerned with his abilities at doing that, at taking on that task. And so I wanted him to have a very thoughtful manner. And I watched a documentary called Happy People, A Year in the Tag. It's made by a group of Russian filmmakers. And the lead in that had such a beautiful, even keel to his voice. Even speaking about when his dog was attacked by a bear in the village, you could see how it had affected him without him being overly enigmatic. The only time I wanted to change that really was when we meet for the first time, and I'm doing my lines in Orcish. So I wanted to also play for when you're speaking to a group of people in French or Italian, you add extra body language. So I tried to have that element in there also, and then once I knew they were understanding, I could take that away.
Okay. King Llane asked to Garona a very difficult choice for the goodness of the orc and the humans. How does he think that she will be able to explain her act to Lothar and the human people?
I think because the trust they've found with one another, he sees it as the only possible outcome, or the only hope for the future. And I think that there's at that point to see either people existing is for them to live in harmony together. I don't think he relies on the fact that she'll be able to explain it, but there is no one else who could possibly. And they don't all get it immediately, and Lothar, I think, will end up understanding it. It'll become apparent later on, but I don't think he understands how or fully trusts that she'll be able to do it immediately.
Okay. Durotan being dead, will we have the chance to see you, thankful the motion capture in another orc, maybe trial in the next movie?
That would be very nice. I would be very interested in who my son becomes. I know because of the lore of the world of Warcraft, who Goel, our son, turns into Thrall. So who that character becomes, it would be fascinating to use motion capture to.
And technically, it's possible.
technically it's possible.
Okay.
And who better to have the spirit of his father than his father?
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Pleasure.